Hey everybody, again, Gabe Cordova here with Firepoint. I'm really excited today because a lot of times during these webinars and stuff, we are talking to, it's a coach, and I love my coaches, or it's another agent that's just crushing it. And it's just all this stuff that's so specific. And today is different. Today is just as if not more important. Alex Montalenti, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what your company does, and then we're going to dive into this. Oh, wait, actually, now that I teed it all up, 1 second. Everybody, down below, there is a Q&A button you should see when you're logged in. This is the best place to ask questions. It's the easiest for us to monitor. Please stop us along the way. Ask anything you want. We want to answer those questions when it's relevant and when we're talking about it. So again, Q&A down below or wherever it is on your screen. Don't forget to chime in and let us know. We'll answer those as we go. Alex, who are you? What the heck do you do?
Thanks, Gabe. Thanks for having me on the call. I'm Alex Montalenti. I'm a real estate technology coach, and I've been in real estate for over 15 years. My family's been in real estate for over 30 years. And, I'm going to talk about today our business called Real Grader. And what we're doing is we're measuring how well realtors are doing online. So we're actually looking at how you show up on Google, and then we're giving you a score, think credit score, but for real estate professionals and their online presence.
Right.
So we actually have a free grading system to grade you for free so that you can understand what's missing with your online presence, where you show up, how you show up, your realtor.com, your Zillow, your Trulia, your homes.com, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Instagram. All of these platforms are free and available to you, and we want to take advantage of them.
So wait, approximately how many did you I was trying to count. How many did you just list off? How many did you just name?
So we believe there's at least 9 relevant social media and marketing sites for realtors that they should be aware of. And so 9.
How many people think? I think they're thinking Facebook, maybe Instagram. They're not thinking about all the places that people are checking them out. I mean, you probably have these stats, but like when I first met you guys and started talking to you, and like my eyes are getting bigger and bigger, like, you do what? And I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm like, oh yeah, you would fix my my Facebook or Instagram or, and then all of a sudden I started looking at all the things. I'm like, holy crap, I have not checked out. Most of these places have no idea if they even show me or what the hell they're showing.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. I mean, the statistics we found is the average grade of a realtor is around a 33 out of 100. So, I mean, their online reputation is not so hot. Their in-person community reputation is amazing, but then they leave their online reputation a little, bottom of the list.
Right. Well, I mean, I would love to dive in. We like to try and keep these under 30 minutes. We know agents are busy. It's summer. Everybody's out there doing stuff. So I think you put together a little something to kind of show us what you guys do. I'm a visual person myself, so I'd love for you to walk us through what you guys do, how it works, why this is important. And again, guys, please chime in when you have questions and be honest with yourself. When I Googled myself after talking to Alex and his team, I was like, holy crap, there's stuff that was so out of date. I couldn't even believe all the different things I was finding. So I can't wait.
Awesome. Thank you. So let's share a screen here. So you see my screen well?
I can.
Awesome. So I'm going to start with my mom. So my mom is a retired realtor. 15 years ago. What's that?
Nope, nothing. Go ahead.
So 15 years ago, she was, successfully doing her real estate thing, but the internet hit and computers hit, and she really got frustrated with technology. She didn't know how to put a listing into the computer. So that's really where I got my start, is helping my mom with her business and technology. And that branched off into helping other realtors. And over time, we just became real estate technology coaches. What we noticed being out there with, a lot of realtors in their offices, like I'm in New York right now, we were at Douglas Elliman offices, and we get to see how realtors are really struggling with technology. And it's, here you have the National Association of Realtors did a survey. 48% of all realtors said keeping up with technology is one of their biggest challenges. So we dived into this, and we really looked at how can we help? How can we help realtors like my mom and other realtor friends that I have with their technological frustrations? And we built our mission, which is to develop stress-free technology and expand your digital footprint so you can stay focused on the business of real estate. Like people like my mom, they got in the business to be a life changer, to help people with their home buying or home selling process. And you probably didn't get in the business to be a technology specialist.
Wow.
You know, that people like me and Gabe are for, is to come in and really help with that. So the question for all of you on the call is, how many of you are frustrated with technology and social media marketing? On a 1 to 10, would you say, 10 being the most frustrated, how would you grade yourself? I'd love to hear some responses on that to get a feel of the audience.
That's an interesting question too, Alex, because it's, it's we're in social media, right? Because like, I feel like a pretty tech savvy guy. I can help anybody build a CRM into their business, how to use it, how to generate leads, how to convert. But man, when I have to start doing some stuff with Facebook ads or exactly how it should look or what a profile should look like, or then I even have to get outside of Facebook where I think I do okay, then it starts just going down and I realize, holy crud, you know what? There are a lot of other places outside of Facebook where people are not paying attention and they don't know what the heck they're doing.
Yes, totally. So, I mean, that's where we're coming in, is we want to make sure that the foundational structure of your online presence is solid. So we've gone in and I put a couple questions here just to gauge the audience and see how often you're actually posting on social media. So, I mean, how many of you would say that you post daily? How many people would say a few times a week? And how many people would say weekly or less?
Now, and is this posting meaning in the real estate business, or is this just anything like posting new listing or here's a great buy or just sold this house? What are we talking about here?
I mean, obviously you're in the real estate business, but the way I see it, you got to have a 2/3, 1/3 approach. So I would go 2/3 business.
Yeah, dig deeper. Say that again. Sorry, I cut you off.
Like a 2/3, 1/3 approach, like 2/3 business, 1/3 personal. So, it's really how often are you on there and how often are you promoting yourself, because you are the brand and you have the ability to use social media and leverage it to stay in front of your sphere and get in front of prospects.
Yeah, we got people anything posting and saying they're doing it daily plus at least once a day, if not a few times a day, to 3 to 4 times
That's awesome.
a week. So we've got some people that are actually out there doing it.
Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, now the question is obviously, for those of you that aren't doing it, do you at least see the value of posting on social media, for building up your brand? Right. Is it yes? Is it not really? Is it no? Because, I mean, there's a ton of value in posting on social media, and that's kind of what we're going to jump into today is seeing where you can leverage that and also making sure that your online reputation is solid when people look you up, not just on social media, but on Google.
That's awesome.
And then lastly, do you enjoy posting on social media? For me and for Gabe, I'm sure, like Gabe, I mean, how much fun do you have with social media? I see you posting videos all the time.
I try to have some fun. I mean, like, this is a stressful business. It's a stressful process. We still have our brokerage and our team and stuff. And I don't know, I think you got to have fun with it. I think you can have a serious side. I know it's a big purchase for people, but you can also have some fun. And to me personally, I think it's a little bit more relatable.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're going to do, is going to show you all the possibilities for your business that are online and social media. I love SpongeBob. I got 2 little girls, 5 and 7, and it just, I think about it like it's a place where you can play, right? Social media is a place where you can play, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and you can start to be authentic and people can start to relate to you. And that's actually something that helps you connect with your customers a lot more than straight up business deals all the time.
Hey, I want to post, again, I told people I'd chime in as we go. And I think you're right. I agree with the file on Facebook, but who was it? Heather chimed in and said, it depends on the platform. There's probably some truth to that, right? And I don't want to be spoiler if that's coming later, but.
Yeah. No, I mean, like Facebook and Instagram is some place where you're going to do a little more playing around. Right. And then LinkedIn is going to be a little more, straight up business, articles, facts, market reports,
So you agree with that? You agree with Heather, depending on the platform, you need to play to your audience.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you could try to do one post and apply it to all 3, but I prefer when you kind of take a segmented approach and really look at Facebook separately, Instagram separately, and LinkedIn separately. And I call those the big 3, right? I mean, there's all these platforms, but for me, if you're at least focusing on those 3, you're doing a good job with your business.
I'm putting about 90% of my time into MySpace. Am I doing it wrong? Shoot. Gosh dang it. Son of a gun.
So now we're in 2018, and the question is, do you stand out online? And where is your reputation and how strong is your online reputation? what we're noticing in the research that we're doing with our customers, and we've been traveling across the country with you, Gabe, as you know, we're just at Inman, and we're really seeing how people are showing up when we Google their name. And what we're finding is it's not so hot all the time. And some people are actually, it's not that they're not taking care of it, but sometimes they're just not aware of it.
So I'm a big person on honesty and transparency. You said it's not hot all the time, and let's call it what it is, because I'm not saying, but I'm guessing it's not hot most of the time. It's not accurate or near as good as it should be for the profession we're in most of the time. Is that fair?
Exactly.
Okay.
You know,
And the reason I want to be honest is if there's people sitting here listening, like if you think that you're a hot mess online with your social reputation and the stuff we're talking about, you are not alone. There is no way you're alone. You're a majority, not the minority here.
totally. I mean, I went to 3 offices in the last 2 days and did presentations on this. And I mean, 90% of the room was not hot online. You know, the grades out of, we grade them and we grade them out of 100, and the average score is a 33. Right. You know, so you're definitely not alone. And of course, why are you not alone? Because your reputation's actually getting built without you. So your reputation's all over the place. Realtor.com has a profile for you, whether you know it or not. They have one for you. It's online, and it shows up when people Google your name.
Right. So I want you to go. I want to make sure everybody caught that. You said if you're not building your reputation online, it's being built for you. I want to make sure people hit that. That's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, Realtor.com is creating a profile about you. Zillow created profiles about you, and now you need to maintain that.
So even if I'm not paying for Zillow marketing, Realtor.com marketing and all that stuff, there's a profile for me because of my profession, who I am, and because of something that I've triggered. They have built that for me with or without my permission.
Correct. And it's free. It's free, so you should take advantage of it.
Well, you could almost argue, is it really free? If it's not done right and it's not set up correctly, I wouldn't say that it's free. I'd say it's costing you a lot of money. That's expensive.
It can hurt your business for sure. So these are all the places, here you have Olga Zakhanova. She works for Douglas Elliman. And these are all the places where she shows up. And before she was working with us, her reputation online wasn't hot. There was missing information. There was missing bios. There was missing profile photos. Sometimes there's inconsistent photos. Sometimes you moved over from another company and the change hasn't happened online. You went from Coldwell to Keller Williams or vice versa. And those changes don't all take place online magically. You actually have to protect your online reputation.
Wow. Crazy.
So we like to say your reputation's literally on the line, but it's also online. So now you're out there working in the community, you're creating your reputation, working with your buyers, working with your sellers, with your sphere. You've built this amazing reputation, right? And then I go Google you, and what do I see? You dress up for work every day, you look great at work, like me and Gabe, we dress up, and all of you dress up, but then I go online and you're naked. Right? It's not a good look.
That does not happen. It does, doesn't it? Never mind. Move on.
I actually ran into a realtor that, we Googled his name and he showed up with a photo topless with a bow tie.
There we go. Well,
so it does happen.
I thought I took that down, first of all, and you didn't have to share it.
So, yeah, I mean, we know that the best way to get business is still obviously referrals, right? However, 64% of your business could be referrals. There's a statistic out there that says that this number is decreasing. And why is this number decreasing? Because people do their research. I don't just trust my mom to go to a restaurant. I do my research on the restaurant. I don't trust my mom or my friend to use a realtor. I do my research about a realtor. And if the research that I do when I Google their name shows up with blank profiles, no reviews, empty things, am I really likely to use that realtor? I mean, if you're not marketing yourself properly, why would I hire you to market my home?
Right. And just for those of you who are looking at this, anybody shaking their head not believing this, I have seen this stat, and I'm on the road, like Alex said, and like Alex says, all the time. And I have seen the stat anywhere from the low 60s up to 70. I want to say it was at 72% that I've seen that either in 17 or projected for 18, that referrals will be down up to 72% because people using things, Yelp, Zillow, anything like that, Google for reviews to see who they should be working with, because it's just too big of a purchase to go off of a friend of a friend or something like that. So this stat is real.
It's real. Scary, real. Now in addition to that, I mean, it's a great venue for you to connect with people, right? So social media is a great way for you to stay in touch with people. I always say when I go to offices, hey, your contacts are probably in your phone or they're sitting in a CRM, right? And you'd have to make so many phone calls to stay in touch with everybody when you could reach everybody in just one post on social media. So it's a great way to stay in touch and stay in front of your contacts. And ultimately, you do want to be face-to-face. You want to be H-to-H, human to human, but people are looking you up online. And some people might not even contact you because what they find online doesn't match up to who you say you are.
Right. And there's a question that came in from Thomas. Would you agree that people are increasing referrals from online people, shares, etc.? So I'm guessing he means not necessarily a referral that he knows personally, but just based on what they're finding and sharing, this looks like a great agent or something.
Well, have you ever seen that post that says, does anybody know a good realtor on Facebook? And then everybody puts their favorite realtor on there. Yep. I mean, that's the new referral.
Yep. Yep.
So these are all, these are a bunch of the places that people do their research. And then, ultimately, where do people go to check you out once they consider working with you? They're going to go to Google. Why? Because people Google everything. I mean, I Google how to get to a hotel. I Google how to get to a restaurant. I Google realtors. I Google the next TV or laptop that I'm going to purchase. So, of course, I'm going to Google my realtor and see if I'm going to work with them. And there's actually a statistic. 60% of buyers Googled their future agent. 60%.
Ouch. But yeah, we're not checking out our Google profiles. We're not checking out our other profiles that are linking from the Google search. So that doesn't just mean your Google. That means underneath that, every single profile that's on there, where's it going to?
Exactly.
Crazy.
So, what I want everybody to take away from this call at the very least is, have you Googled yourself lately? Please go check your results, because it's scary what we see, and it really can hurt your business. And on the flip side, it can totally bring you business. I was at an event last night. This was super cool, Gabe. I'm at an event last night, and this woman grabs me and she's like, I'm so happy we hired you because I had nothing on my realtor.com profile. I filled it in, and this company from California contacted me, and they gave me a listing for $660,000. I mean, it's no joke. Like, I mean, I don't make this stuff up.
That is awesome.
I mean, it's people really check you out online, and if you look good, you get the business. You don't look good, you don't get the business.
I agree. And actually, I just want, if you guys will just chime in the chat, just saying me or I or something like that. I'm curious, the people who are watching this, how many people while we're talking about this have opened up another window and Googled themselves? So as you keep going, Alex, if you guys will chime in on the chat, I did, or something like that, or me, I'm just curious how many people during this have Googled themselves.
Exactly. So that's where our platform came into play.
Yeah, and hey guys, real quick, sorry, Alex, if you have a question, we have a couple people that raised hands. If you'll type in the Q&A, turning on and off audio, sometimes we lose our feed. So if you'll please type in questions in the Q&A section, please. Thanks. Sorry, Alex, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, we developed RealGrader because we saw the need for realtors to understand what shows up for them online. So we actually measure it for free. So you can go to realgrader.com.
How much?
For free.
Perfect. Okay, guys, I wanted to make sure it was within my budget.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we'll actually grade you on how well you're doing online across all these different platforms, including Google. And then we'll actually give you 4 recommendations for free on what needs to be addressed, what needs to be fixed, what's missing. And we see so much stuff missing, and we find so many mistakes, broken links. We find blank profiles. We find profile images that are inconsistent, branding that's inconsistent.
So wait, let me go back to one. And again, it's something I just didn't think of. Broken links, one of the first one you said. So, I mean, people have taken the time to link either to their website or to something because they felt it was important, but probably forgot. So maybe you changed your URL or you changed companies. You got rid of the second and third best CRM and came to Firepoint and got the first best CRM. And now maybe you have a different link. Got it. Firepoint, did you catch that? So yeah, broken links. I didn't think about it again. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, we find it all the time. You go on a Zillow profile for a realtor. There's a link to a website. We click on the website link. Either it's broken or it's going to the wrong place. I've even seen where it's going to another realtor's website. That was scary.
Well, and you know why that's happening, guys, is because, yeah, you leave one company and go to another, they're going to redirect anything that's going to their website to the next person, especially when you're using their, you know, their system. So that is scary.
And then here's a pro tip, because we see this all the time. If you're linking to your company website and you're an agent, link to your agent page on the company website instead.
Yes.
If you have your own website.
Big difference here.
Ideally, you want to be with somebody like Firepoint and have your own website and point to that. But I mean, you got to check these links, and this is what this service does. It actually checks it all for you.
Very cool. That is awesome. And again, that was free, everybody. That was free.
Free. So not only do we measure it, but if you see that your score is low and you want us to manage it all and get it under control, we'll actually go in and optimize everything, customize everything, and create any profiles that aren't already created.
Wait, and then we actually create them as well?
Yes. So we've brought a lot of realtors onto Instagram. We've brought a lot of realtors onto Facebook, and yeah, and then if sometimes we even see that their profile's not created on Realtor or Zillow, we get that created as well.
Right.
So we'll optimize, customize, and create.
Very cool.
And then we provide ongoing education through technology coaching, through group coaching calls, and through a Facebook group to help maximize that. So we're not only going to just set you up and leave you hanging, but we're going to set you up and then we're going to guide you throughout the year so that you have ongoing education on how to engage your audience, what things you should be posting on social media, how to really leverage it so that by the end of the year, you got thousands of followers and your business is growing.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So once maybe cover this, you're about to, once you do your grade, how often should you be rechecking it?
We'd like to do a monthly check on it. But I mean, for most of our for all of our clients, when they start with a low grade, when they're done with us, they have like a 90, or a 95. And the only thing missing is to get more reviews.
Got it.
So for all of you, how many of you would like to know your grade? If you'd like to know your grade, you just have to go to realgrader.com, click on the Get Your Grade, and we'll have that out to you. We'll email it to you with the recommendations. And on top of that, I'm going to include a 15-minute call. So if you want to go over your grade with one of our digital identity experts, we'll actually explain how we came to that score and what specifically is missing and what you need to improve.
Okay, so Alex, you get their score for free. You have a lot of other services. We're agents. We know that things cost certain money. This is the reason I have you on here is I believe this is incredibly important, especially and becoming more and more important as technology increases. So, and I don't know if you have some more stuff, but I want people to know, and I told them I'm trying to keep it under 30 minutes. Like if they wanted to hire you, I'm hiring you to do this for me and for agents at our company. But I want you to share with people, like, what does it cost them? Because I really want to talk to the point, what is it costing you not to do this? But I want you to be able to actually share with them the different services and give them an idea of cost and stuff like that.
Totally. So, the cost is relatively affordable. We're only charging $800 for the year. So you pay $800 and we're actually creating, optimizing, and customizing 9 profiles for you. And then we're also providing ongoing coaching for the entire year. So you get 12 monthly group coaching calls. And then you have access to a private members Facebook group where you can ask any questions about your posts. You can ask any questions about what platforms to use, what tools to download, and we're continually upgrading your online operating system. We want to make sure that you're continuing to grow your presence and growing your following and growing your likes and actually making sure that all of your stuff stays consistent. If you change your branding throughout the year, it's included in the membership. So if you move from one company to another company, we'll make all the changes across all the platforms.
And I'm glad you just brought that up because we've had independent for a while. I think this is known, but if it's not, it's going to be now. Moving everything over to EXP. And that is one of the reasons I was telling you, I'm like, we're moving things over. We need somebody that knows what the hell they're looking for and what they're looking at to make sure we're not missing things. We need to make sure all links are alive. Everything is going because $800, that included the coaching. It's not $800. Excuse me. Sorry, guys, I'm sick. It's not $800 then adding on coaching. It's $800 for the month, guys. This is what, $66 and some change. we spend that at lunch as real estate agents, sometimes breakfast, or definitely spend more than that at cocktails. One deal pays for this service for the next 2 or 3 years. And we have to be aware of what's going on. We have no affiliation with these guys. Just we don't get referrals. We get nothing from RealGrader. But this is just something I'm on the road constantly. And when I was talking to you, I think did I meet you in Vegas? I think the first time.
Yes.
Guys, this is
no, in Idaho, in
was it
Boise.
Boise? Here you did a conference here in Boise. It's just something I've never done, and I started looking at it, and then I started pulling up a lot of agents. It's just crazy, and I started thinking back when I meet with agents, we do trainings, and I look at their websites, how many mistakes are just within their profiles on their own website, let alone out across the web. So anyway, I just want to break down the numbers for people. Like literally one deal that this gets you pays for your service for years, and in some markets beyond that. But anyway, sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but I just think this is so important.
Yeah, I mean, and normally this package is $950. What I did is I created a Firepoint discount code for your, for your base, for your customer base, and
Where'd you post that in the chat, or where'd you post it?
I just made it Firepoint, so that's the discount code is Firepoint.
Sweet. And hey, Michelle, we got Michelle at Firepoint. If Michelle will post that on Facebook in there for you guys as well with the link. But the discount code is Firepoint. Does it matter if it's capitalized?
Let's just double check that. Give me one second.
And I thought we had agreed that it was going to be Gabe is the best is the discount code, but it's okay. It's okay. And while you're checking that, another question: the $800 per year, is that a person, or what if you're a team of 4? Does it work for a team? How does that work? What's the differences?
So that's for a person because people Google you. So we have a set of profiles for each individual agent. So that the most important is to do that. If you're in a team, what we end up doing is if all the members of your team sign up, then we include any kind of team optimization as part of the package.
Right. And I think it's a good point, because even with my team guys, when I was the team lead, now somebody else is taking that over as I'm doing Firepoint, but we have the company and like the team profiles, whether it's on Zillow or this or that, but then everybody's an individual. And again, if you're a team, remember, it's typically not the team of 4 under the team name going to meet somebody. It's still you. But I want to make sure, what did I just hear? If you're a team of individuals, is the team extra, did you say, or it's not extra?
If all of the team members sign up, which we recommend, then any kind of team optimization is included in the package.
Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Good question, Thomas. Thank you.
Yeah. And so, if it's Firepoint, any kind of spelling, and that's $150 off of our top of the class package, which is the $950 package. And then the grade is completely free, and the recommendations and the 15-minute call are completely free.
Okay.
And this is what go ahead, Gabe.
I was going to say, because we're losing a few people right at that 30. What is the website real quick? Is it
realgrader.com, like school grade, like we're grading you.
Perfect. Just like it shows on the slide, guys, the top left there, realgrader.com. All right, we have about a minute and a half left. What any closing thoughts that they need to think about? Even maybe it's not in their budget right now, right? Definitely check out your score, guys. Get your score. Any tips? If they're like, you know what, I want to do this, but I can't right now. Alex, can you give them a tip or two maybe to go away with what they should do?
Well, here you go. This is the perfect tip.
Perfect.
We Google an agent's name, a bunch of things show up, and one of the things that's always missing is your Google business profile. Right? Your Google business profile is the first thing that shows up on a mobile search when people Google your name. And like we see 90% of our clients don't have that set up. So we set that up for you. And on a desktop, this is the huge, the big red box you're seeing with a question mark. That's where you could be advertising yourself. That could actually be linking to your website. That could be having a click to call. And Google, with Google Business, gives you statistics to know how many people clicked on your phone number, how many people clicked on your website. And the statistics are amazing. So many people do that. Like obviously when you do a search for a restaurant or a local business, so many of you are probably interacting with that Google business profile. But many of you don't know that you could have your own Google business profile, not just for the company, but for you as an individual agent or for you as a team.
Right. And did you say if I don't have this, which most people probably don't, I think I'm one of them, you'll actually build this. I don't have to do it. You're going to take care of it for me. I don't have to do anything. That's included.
The whole thing, yeah.
Not extra?
Not extra, that's included. That's one of the 9.
If I'm the worst agent on the planet and I don't have any of these things built out, you're going to build this stuff.
We will build it all from scratch and make sure that you have consistent branding across all 9 platforms.
And if you build it, they will come. That's what you're saying, right? All those deals?
they will come. They're coming right now, and they're not finding good things.
Oh, crap. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Are there any last minute questions? Again, we want to stay true. It's been about 30 minutes. Any questions for Alex? Good stuff there. Again, realgrader.com. Guys, that score is free to get. And if you're thinking about it, I would literally sit down and look at what's the average price in my market, what's the average commission after I pay my splits and all that stuff. And I don't know. I would just really look at, man, I cut you really short. I'm sorry.
Oh, all good, man.
I'd really look at the cost of losing a deal, because it's just huge. And this is happening. It is happening. And you probably just don't even realize it. So
and I'm going to leave you with this phone number. You can text this number to ask any questions, or if you're interested in subscribing and you're having issues with the website or anything like that, feel free to text this number and we'll get you taken care of.
Awesome, guys. And if you do reach out to them, don't forget to put Firepoint. That's not because we're getting a kickback or anything, cross my heart. That's truly just a discount that they're passing on to you guys. And we just want you guys to be as successful as possible. So Alex, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Great stuff. And it sounds like I'm going to see you next week in Orlando at the Florida Realtor Expo.
Yes.
Awesome, man. Well, guys, thanks for attending. We appreciate it. If you guys have any other questions afterwards for Real Grader, again, text the 516-447-1555. Any questions for me or at Firepoint, please reach out to your success manager or reach out to us on the chat via the website. So thanks, guys. Have a great day. And thanks again, Alex. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Gabe.
All right. See ya. Bye-bye.